Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Earlier this week, Seth whipped up another delicious recipe with official Mass Appeal chef Greg Monette. Check it out.
From traditional New England lunch fare to romantic candlelit dinners, you can experience extraordinary dining at Chandler's restaurant in South Deerfield. And here to make a mouth-watering dish off their menu is official Mass Appeal chef Greg Monette. Greg, it's a pleasure for you to come here. It's great to have you here. So we're making a spring salad, right?
We are, because basically we're in spring now. But what I wanted to talk about was really our Mother's Day brunch coming up, and really just to show like that there are things on a buffet that don't have to be so filling, so unhealthy. I mean, you should have a little bit of that.
Oh, you have to.
Everyone does.
And I always walk out of buffets because I feel like I need to get my money's worth, so I always eat way too much and I feel sick.
But towards the end, you want to leave there feeling good and healthy. So, and these are a lot of ingredients that you would find on Chandler's buffet. We have our Easter buffet just last month, and basically I just wanted to show you guys what we do and how a lot of us on our staff eat normally.
Well, and the thing is, there's a big fish here. I feel like we should talk about the fact that there's a very large fish here. What is that representative of? Is that a salmon?
That is a salmon. Yep. And it's a beautiful fresh fish. We get them in for our Mother's Day brunch. What we do is take in about 4 to 6 of these, break them down, and we cure the sides. So we have a huge cured salmon display. So one is a traditional lox with the lemon and the dill, and then one of my sous chefs, Charlie, does brown sugar, soy, and cognac, and it's absolutely delicious.
Sounds really good. That's a really fresh take on fish.
Yep.
So I have a little bit here. Do you want me to cut it up, right?
Yeah, and basically, you can feel the texture of this now. It's almost, a lot of the moisture has come out of it.
It's like gelatin almost. But not. You know what I mean? Yeah. It has like a harder feel. It's not like the soft fish. Gelatin's not an appealing word that you'd use, but this is an appealing piece of fish. So we do really thin slices.
Really thin slices. And what I'm going to do is start putting together some of the components. Again, these are things you would find on our buffet. You might have to look for them, but we'll probably have a wheatberry or a quinoa salad. Today we're making a quinoa salad. So basically, what I start with is just by cooking quinoa, similar to cooking a lot of rices. It's approximately 2 to 1 liquid.
Yeah, so a cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water, something like that.
Only takes 15 minutes though to cook, and they're nice and fluffy grains.
And you cook it like in the way that you cook rice, not in the way that you cook pasta, because you want it to all evaporate in.
Yep. So for this dish, I'm just doing some fresh leeks. I'm going to toss in some little bit of beets.
It's nice. It's getting to be that time of year when a lot of these vegetables are coming up too, and I know that you do a lot of local shopping for your menu.
We do. The root vegetables basically are good through the winter, and we've had a lot of access to that. Even the leeks, the carrots, the beets, they're still fresh.
But now it's about that time that these microgreens and the spinach are going to start coming up.
Exactly. We're going to incorporate some of that too in a minute. But what I basically do is just heat these up. I'm going to toss in the quinoa right now to give that some
and that's already cooked quinoa.
Some warmth. Yep.
Can you put in raw quinoa, and because that's going to throw a little bit of moisture, it'll cook a little bit?
It would take you'd still have to add the same amount of liquid and have the same amount of cooking time.
And that's colored quinoa too, which I think maybe it doesn't taste a lot different, but I think it makes your plate look a lot better.
It is. It's a tricolored quinoa. I'm going to throw in a couple of green beans.
All right. So Mother's Day coming up, that must be a pretty popular day because it's a great place to take the whole family.
Our Easter brunch sold out, and we do a very similar brunch on Mother's Day.
Well, and moms love shopping around at Yankee Candle too.
Oh, definitely.
I know my mom's a big fan of walking around the store.
No, you could literally spend the whole day up there, especially with the kids, everything that's going on in the store, and really have an enjoyable brunch too.
Now, what'd you just put in there? Some arugula?
Just a little bit of arugula and spinach. Our salad is basically finished. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of reduced balsamic vinegar here.
Now, do you reduce your own balsamic?
We do.
And that's easy enough, right? You just take regular balsamic and let it cook for a while.
Cook it down at a simmer so it reduces to a syrup. So basically what I'm going to do is just take this now. We'll make our plate.
Plate it up. I hope you're impressed with my salmon cutting. I didn't.
Very nice.
I should have asked you.
Maybe a little bit thinner.
Thinner next time? Okay. I'm always looking for to improve, so thank you.
Well, thank you.
What's your favorite part about springtime at Chandler's? Because everyone's loving this time of year because everything's starting to bloom, but at Chandler's it must be a little bit different.
Well, I'd say the local asparagus. And it has to be like the high point. My wife and I grow asparagus. One thing I didn't mention, I forgot these. Like when you're sauteing your leeks, you can throw in some grapes as well.
Really?
Basically, kind of like just quickly roast them, and they pop in your mouth. They're nice and warm inside.
Do they pop the same way that like sun-dried tomatoes? You know, when you cook them, they pop, like the skin pops a little bit?
It does, but you don't want the skin to pop too much because you want it to be whole in your mouth and then bite into it nice and juicy.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is you can drape some of these over the salads.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some walnuts. Again, this
Nice.
is all, this is stuff you can find on, a lot of buffets. I think people are trending more towards healthier options.
Oh, definitely.
But we always have a few salads going, entrees, crepes, omelets.
You have something if you want to eat 20 calories or 2,000 calories, I would think.
Exactly.
And so let's see, to summarize, we have the Mother's Day brunch coming up.
Yep.
And lastly, is this cooked salmon or not?
It is. Well, it's cured.
It's cured, so that the salt and all that cooks in and of itself?
It's salt, citrus, sugar, basically all work together to season and par cook it, basically.
Well, I can't wait to try it. Greg, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
This looks absolutely delicious. So try this dish and so many more. Head over to Chandler's Restaurant at Yankee Candle Village. They're located at 25 Greenfield Road in South Deerfield. Just give them a call, 413-665-1277, to make your reservation today. And for all the latest up-to-date information, check out Chandler's Restaurant on Facebook.